Hello everyone and welcome to this second episode of me guiding you through the Arma 3 survival mod. In today's episode we are gonna be discussing and explaining food and water system in the server and how it works, where you can find food, what kind of food there is, what can you cook, what can you craft, what should you do, what you shouldn't. And I'm just gonna try to make the topic of food and water a bit more familiar to you through this video. I'm gonna join the server now, get the stuff ready so I can start explaining, and see you then. Okay, so let's continue now. Let's get into some basics about food and water. The first things we are gonna go over is in your inventory. Your food and water will be located here on your right. You can see there is food and there is water. Now, as you can see, next to my food and water indicators, there is some pointers, arrows you can see. Now, these arrows represent your current food loss or food gain. So, for example, my current water state is 3 arrows up, which means it's good. So it's not falling down. I'm not losing any water. I'm well hydrated, and I don't need to drink anymore. Now, here on my food you can see that there is one arrow pointing down. That means that I'm slowly losing food because I'm walking, I'm playing basically. So I'm gradually losing food, and as more time passes, there is gonna appear more arrows pointing downwards, and I'm gonna start losing food a bit faster. Now, to fix that, basically you just need to eat or drink. We are gonna get into drinking now and all the drink items you can have in the game. So let's get started with the items first. Now, over here, I grabbed all the drinking items I could have found, and I think these are all in the game. So, you have Red Bull can, you have Coca-Cola, and you have 7-Up. So those are your canned drinks. They are the ones that give you the lowest amount of water back. Then you have pineapple juice and pack of milk. And condensed milk, they are the one that give you a bit more water. Then there is a plastic bottle and a canteen. Now, in plastic bottles and canteens, you can fill them up with water, and you can basically have fresh water in them, like this one. And fresh water will basically fill up your water the most, and usually one is enough to fill it completely. Now, as you can see, there is an item I didn't mention. It's called Mountain Dew can. Now, these cans, when you find them, don't drink them. They are special items in the game, so they are extremely rare, and they are used for your base upgrades or your workbench upgrades and your hideout upgrades. So don't drink them, use them for your upgrades, okay? And plastic bottles over here are also pretty hard to find. They can be found inside cities, villages and towns, but they are pretty hard to find, and you also need them for your upgrades. So try not to lose plastic bottles. Go with the canteens. They are easier to find and they can be wasted. Now let's get into how to refill your canteen or your plastic bottle. It depends on what you have. Okay, so to refill a plastic bottle or a canteen, you need to find yourself a well, like this one. You can press tab and you can drink water, but if you drink this, as you can see in the down right corner of my screen, it says I drank some dirty water. And basically I didn't gain any water. As you can see, my 3 arrows disappeared, and now I have only 1 arrow pointing up, which means I'm losing water. Now, to refill your canteens, you need to find a well like this. You need to find a lake or a creek or a pond and stand in it, or you need to go next to or in the sea. And the last way to refill your canteen or water bottle would be in your hideout. You have your water station module, which when you build, you are able to refill your bottles and canteens straight with fresh water. Now, on level 1, module in your hideout, you can only refill one bottle or one canteen every 1 to 2 minutes. Level 2 you can refill 2 at the same time, and level 3, the maximum level, you can refill 3 at the same time. Now let's get into how to refill your canteen or your water bottle. So when you find a pond or a creek, or you found a well like this, you wanna stand next to it, you wanna open your inventory. In your inventory you wanna head over to the empty canteen or the empty plastic bottle. You wanna double tap, so double left click on the plastic bottle or the canteen, and now you can see that in your inventory 3 options will pop up: fill salt water, fill fresh water, and fill dirty water. Now we cannot fill with salt water because we are not near the sea. We cannot fill with the fresh water because we are not near our hideout module, and we are not near the water collector. I forgot to mention that, sorry. You can also craft something that it's called water barrel, which collects water during the rain, and you can only use it when it's raining. So it doesn't save water, it only is able to be used when it's raining. But let's get back into the filling. So you wanna double click on your plastic bottle and you wanna press on fill dirty water, and as you can see on the right side now it says plastic bottle empty, 1 out of 1, and here it is in this little square, it's squared, is the icon of a water source, and all you need to do is press craft. Okay, and now we have it went somewhere else. Okay, so now we have a plastic bottle filled with dirty water. We are gonna do the same for the canteen. We are gonna double tap, press on dirty water, and we are gonna fill a canteen with the dirty water. Now that we've done that, we are gonna get to how to clean this water now, because if you drink the dirty water you will basically lose, not gain water. So to clean your water you have 2 options. You can purify it with purification tablets, or you can boil it. Now let's get to purifying first, because it's pretty much it's an easier way. Okay, so you wanna go in your inventory, you wanna go to your dirty water source, you wanna double tap it again, and as you can see there is 3 options again. Empty the canteen, you can empty the canteen, you can boil, or you can purify. Now we are gonna go to purify. It says we have a water purification tablet in our inventory. We are gonna press craft. Now that we've pressed craft, we can see that our dirty water has now become fresh water, and it's ready to be drunk. Now the second way that you saw was boiling. To boil something you need to double tap on the thing you wanna boil, and you're gonna select boil dirty water. Oh, but look, on your right side you are missing something now. So it says you are missing something that looks like a pot, and you are missing a fire source. Now your fire source can come from 2 things. It can come from the gas cooker, which is reusable and it can be crafted. You go to your items, crafting items, and here it's gas cooker. You need 1 gas canister and you need 1 scrap metal, and basically it is reusable. Or you can craft a fire. Now to craft a fire all you need is you go on base building, and that is craft fireplace. You need 2 wood sticks and 1 bandage. Now how do you get wood sticks? So in order to get a wood stick you need to come to the nearest bush. You are gonna press tab on the bush, and you are gonna press cut down, and we need 2 of those. Now to cut down a bush you either need a knife in your inventory or you need an axe. So you can choose either a knife or an axe, but you need 1 of those to be able to cut down a bush. We are gonna go here, we are gonna craft the fireplace, and now we have both the fireplace and the gas cooker. We are gonna let me just kill this zombie so we can continue. Oh, there is one more. Okay, let's finish him too, so the sound can be clearer. Okay. Now, we are gonna open our inventory. We are gonna press on the gas cooker and press use. Now that's automatically gonna, our character is gonna start placing the gas cooker down, and as you can see, the gas cooker is down. And next to it, we're gonna place the fireplace just for the show, so you can see how both of these things work. And we press use. This takes a bit longer because we need to assemble it. Okay, now now you can light both of these up. If you want to just light them up for fire, you can do that. But you can see there is a second option that says place. And when you press place, it's gonna place your pot on your fire source. So in order to boil something, you need to have a pot in your inventory. And it will automatically place it like this on top. And now we can press tab and ignite. So now we have our fire source, we have our pot, and we have our dirty water we need to boil. Now we are gonna come open our inventory, we are gonna double click on the dirty water, and we are gonna press boil dirty water, and as you can see now, both of these items that we need are here. So we have a nearby fire source, and we have a tools, we have the pot. It says 1 out of 1, we are gonna press craft, and as you can see, our dirty water has now become plastic bottle filled with fresh water. And now we can just drink either one of those. And that would basically be the basics of water. Now I'm gonna get back to my base and get all the food I can find, and I'm gonna explain to you guys how the food works. Okay, so now that I have gathered all the food items I could find and the stuff I need to present all of this to you, we can get into the food system. So, as you can see, my food is currently at this stage. Now this is all the food I had, all kinds of food I had, and there is two food types I'm missing, but I'm gonna tell you what they are. There is actually 4 of them, sorry. So, in the game you have canned foods, which are borscht, can of fish, can of sprouts, noodles, and spinach. So those are your canned foods. Then you have your chocolate bars, which are Snickers and Ralder. Then you have rice boxes. You have cereal boxes, and you have cornflakes. Basically, you have 2 types of cereal. Then you have your fruits, which are pumpkin, orange, and corn. And the last thing we are missing is meat and MREs. So let's get into the ranking, let's say. So the worst, the least amount of food that you will get is from corn and the chocolate bars. Then in the second place, it comes the canned foods. They are gonna give you a bit more. You're gonna get a bit more from the canned foods and from the pumpkin. More food, the second most you're gonna get is from rice boxes and all of your cereal boxes. And the best food in the game is gonna be the meat and the MRE. Now, let's get into how you're gonna. So all these foods you can just press consume and that's it. But as you can see, when you press on your spinach, noodles, and borscht, it says closed. Now, what do we do with that? So, if you wanna consume any of those canned goods, you need to double click on it, and 4 options pop up. So you have open up borscht can, open up borscht can with knife, open and cook borscht can, and open and cook borscht can knife. Now, as it says here, you can open your cans with two different ways, with a knife or with a can opener. I have a knife currently on me, so we're gonna use that. To save us yeah, we're gonna open that. So we're gonna open our borscht. We're gonna open our spinach. And we are gonna open our noodles. Opening up cans with your knife can break your knife, and to fix the knife all you need is one duct tape, so it's pretty simple. Now we have opened cans. You can consume the cans this way, and you won't get sick or anything, so you will get food, but you will get a smaller amount of food back if you don't cook it. So if you cook it, it will give you more food. So to cook the food, it's the same as for the water. You need to place down a gas cooker or a fireplace. You need to place a pot on top. And to light the fire, I forgot to say when we were covering the water part, you need matches, so you need a box of matches. And now you can just press tab and ignite. And now to cook your food, you just need to stand close to your fire, and you again just need to double click on your opened cans and just press craft. So we crafted one borscht cooked. We are gonna do the same for the spinach, and we are gonna do the same for the noodles. The same for the noodles. Okay. Okay, so now we have cooked spinach, cooked borscht, and cooked noodles. And now we can just consume it, and it will fill up our food more. If you to find meat, you need to find an animal. So animals spawn throughout the map. When you are hanging around an area for some time, you will stumble upon animals. You will hear their you can hear them. I'm gonna say you can hear their voices, even though it's wrong, but yeah, you will hear them around you, and you need to kill them. When you kill them, you need to come up to them and press tab on them with a knife, and then you can skin them. When you skin an animal, the animal will drop you meat, raw meat, and the animal will there is a chance that the animal will drop you leather also. Leather can be used for crafting. We are gonna cover that in some other video. Right now the thing we are gonna talk about is meat. So when you find meat, it's the same as the cans. You have it raw, so you can eat the meat raw. You will not get sick, but it will give you the smaller amount of food back unless you cook it. It's the same process. You come to your fireplace, you double tap on your meat, double click on your meat, and you press cook, and it will cook. Simple as that. As I said in the beginning of explaining this whole food stuff, is that some items can be crafted. So how do you craft these items now? You might be asking yourselves. Now, to craft food items, you need your kitchen module in your hideout. Kitchen module has 3 levels. When you have kitchen module level 1, all you can do with it is cook the cans and cook the meats. When you upgrade it to level 2, it gives you an option to craft cereal. So when you have level 2 kitchen, you can craft both types of cereal. To craft the cereal, you need chocolate bars. So if I'm right, you need 4 Snickers and 4 Ralders to craft 1 box of cereal. And when you upgrade your kitchen to level 3, it unlocks you the ability to craft MREs. Now, MREs are the best source of food in the game. And to craft them, you need 1 rice box, 2 Ralders, and 2 Snickers. And you can get 1 MRE. So MREs are the best, meats are the second, then your cereal boxes and rice box. After that, your pumpkin and other vegetables, and then the canned goods. There is also the last way of getting food on the server, which is fishing. There is a fishing pole, and you can go in near the ocean or near some pond, and you can fish. Now, just keep in mind that fishing takes time. It's boring for some people, and currently in the server it's pretty slow, so it's not as fast as you might think. Now that we covered all types of food and where can you craft them and what can you do and how much you will get from each food, I'm gonna tell you where you can find food. So all these items I said about, so cereal boxes, rice boxes, chocolate bars, canned goods, all the drinks that I showed you can be found around the map in towns, anywhere. So Polana, for example, Gorka, it can be found Stari Sobor, Novi Sobor, so anywhere around the map. So across the whole map, in any town or any house, you are able to find food. Now, there are certain items which cannot be found. For example, Mountain Dews are pretty hard to find and are mostly found inside the vending machines. Then after the Mountain Dew comes the MRE. So there is only two ways to find an MRE. The first way is to craft it in your hideout, and second place you can find the MRE is military bases. So MRE can only be found in military buildings. It can be a single building, it can be military base, it doesn't matter. So it just needs to be a military building. It can be one house standing out in the nowhere, but it's a military house, and there is a chance that MRE can be found there. For example, in the Northwest Military Airfield, or in the raid zone, in the military base. So anywhere military related, you can find MRE. Now there is one little thing I forgot, and that was the planting mechanics. So you can craft a garden. Here you can see you go in your crafting base building, and there is your garden bed. Once you crafted a garden bed, you can take seeds, and you can put seeds here. You can press plant, and after you press plant, your vegetables are growing, and you just now need to wait. So this is just one mechanic I missed. So yeah, this is it. So I think this pretty much covers the whole food and water topic. I think I covered all the important mechanics of food and water in this server. I hope this video helps you orientate yourself a bit more, and it gives you a better understanding of food and water system. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you wish. Up to you. The next video is gonna be about healing. We're gonna go over the healing mechanics. And until next time, have a good one, everyone.